Now, coming up out of the east is a spectacular sunrise. It really is awesome. Phoenix, Arizona. We are staying at the Doubletree. And there's John. You can see the mountains. Where are we going today, John?
Then we're going to go to the Montezuma Castle. Is going to be our first stop. It's a 2.5 drive. And we're on our way to the Montezuma Castle.
Yeah. Where are we, John?
Montezuma Castle.
Yes.
And this is built by the 12th and 13th century native Indians. But you know, really, it's a dud. Let's face it. I mean, it's just a time filler. We had a 2.5 hour bus drive from Phoenix.
This is the Arizona sycamore tree. So right here is a yucca plant, which the Indians used to use the fiber from the plant to create crafts that they could wear. Tip of the plant is kind of like a needle. They would use it for that purpose also.
We're going to go to the Grand Canyon next. Yay. And away we go.
On our way to Sedona, Arizona, and behind us is the famous Bell Rock. And the town of Sedona is famous for its red rock. It's made of iron oxide, and it's a really beautiful area, and we're here on a gorgeous day. It is a gorgeous afternoon here in Sedona, Arizona. Look who we found, one of Tony's favorite people, Sacagawea. It's not a lake, it's a lagoon. And here comes John. John, where are we?
On the Boyd Lounge.
Yeah.
On the rim.
That's right. The rim of the Grand Canyon.
First night.
First night. And there's Mike up there. He's giving out all of our breakfast tickets.
Good morning. We're at the Grand Canyon here.
Yes, it's cold too.
It is freezing.
Cold and windy. We've got our new jackets on. And we are looking at this spectacular Grand Canyon. It is really awesome. And people say awesome all the time, but the Grand Canyon is awesome. We're going to have some breakfast at El Tovar. And we're staying at the Thunderbird Lodge right on the rim.
We're at the El Tovar restaurant this morning for breakfast.
This is apple cider.
And what do you think?
It's very tasty. John's got it.
I have trout. Yes, trout for breakfast. Egg whites and potatoes.
And I have quiche with kale and some potatoes and some fresh fruit. Everything is fantastic.
As you overlook the Grand Canyon right outside our breakfast window. The Grand Canyon! No guardrail.
Nope.
How far can I go? That's it. Okay. We're going to go to Watchtower. Then, when we come back from that, we had the afternoon off. We're going to explore some trails and everything in the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
So, off we go. We're going to go to the Watchtower next. And it was Mary Coulter, is it?
Mary Jane Coulter.
She was persistent, and she made sure that thing was built as to spec. And if those guys didn't do it right, she had them tear it down. I can only imagine what they called her.
All right, we're going into the Watchtower. It's got renovated, so we are here at a good time, right, John?
Top floor is 800 steps, and we're going to check it out.
Yeah, so we're here in the Watchtower. This room is called the Hopi Room. There's John. Very top of the Watchtower, and we're here on a really beautiful day, and the clouds are casting shadows on the canyon, and it really is stunning. And there's John. John's been shooting some vid.
Yeah, and Lisa's doing her narrative of the Grand Canyon views from the Watchtower.
Yes, indeed. Here's another shot of the canyon. Here is Mather Point. And there's John overlooking the Grand Canyon.
Look at that.
I know. Look at that big old hole in the ground up there, huh?
I don't think I need to tell
Isn't
you.
that something?
Let's go and check that out.
Let's go take a look. Hey, here we are at Mather Point in Grand Canyon, and the sun just came out. Look at the color of the canyon. You can see all the rock layers. shadows from the clouds. Absolutely spectacular.
And here we are at the Colorado River in the background.
We're here at the watchtower.
At the watchtower, and we're doing trying to get something going on. Here's a video. I don't know if it's working or not.
There's more Grand Canyon in all its wonder. And this appears to be a very popular area where we're about to go. Everybody's jammed up over there.
And here are some brave souls, maybe even some nutcases that are taking pictures of themselves, selfies, and there's no railing at this Grand Canyon. Well, good luck to them. Hopefully they don't fall over the edge. And here we are at the sunset at the Grand Canyon, Hoppy Point, and this is sort of at the peak. You can see the shadows are slowly overtaking the canyon, but we still have the peak still lit up in the brilliant red colors as everything is coming to an end here. Very windy day.
Hey, we're here at the Grand Canyon. This is our last night here for the sunset tour. And the rocks are all turning red and gray, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's freezing, but we don't care. And it's really been a great day. And tomorrow we're heading off to Monument Valley for the Jeep tour. We're on the Navajo Nation property, and we're going to Monument Valley today to do the Jeep tour. And right out the window is probably the highest point in Arizona. It's called the San Francisco Peaks.
Okay, partner.
What you doing there, cowboy?
Today, we're going on a Jeep ride.
This is a famous Goulding's trading post started in 1924 by Harry Goulding and his wife.
What did we order for lunch?
We have the large Navajo taco, vegetarian style. We're going to split that.
Yes.
And we're in Monument Valley, Utah, where John Ford and John Wayne shot a whole bunch of westerns. The first one was Stagecoach in 1939.
On top of my piano.
Yeah.
It does not even take only 40 watts.
Oh, great. Yeah. You did well with your souvenirs today. This is a half of a large Navajo taco, vegetarian style.
And tomato. Oh, she's not a happy camper.
This is your meal. Woo! Next one's going to be mine. I'm getting meat next time. Hello! We're going on a Jeep tour, Monument Valley. See you later.
It's like poison oak, poison ivy. They do the same thing. Those two, like out here.
Where are you, John?
Look at this stuff.
It's absolutely spectacular. Yes,
Just incredible. There's the East Mitten Butte, West Mitten Butte, and the Merrick Butte.
Hey, we're in Monument Valley. It's really windy and chilly out here, but gorgeous and just spectacular surroundings that we're in.
Wow. You know what?
All snakes.
This makes me feel like a movie star. It really does. I could get discovered.
Bush rattlers and
It is absolutely beautiful, and you can actually see different figures in the rocks, like an elephant or a camel. And right in front of us are the Three Sisters. It's got the letters W and V, and our tour guide said that stands for Welcome Visitors. These are restricted Navajo lands, and it's something that few people get to see. It's really a treat to be here. It's just really very inspiring and breathtaking. Where are we?
We're now entering Antelope Canyon on our great trip here on Lake Powell.
gorgeous, spectacular day, perfect weather, and it's just so interesting to see this up close. You can see how the wind and the water have carved out the rock, and it's really spectacular. Walls are actually petrified sand dunes. And you can see the lighter shade of the rock is how high the Lake Powell can get in the spring and summer. And right now the water is very low.
This afternoon, after the Lake Powell trip we just took, fabulous trip that was, we're going to do the Glen Canyon Dam. We're going to take a tour, and part of the tour is we're going to walk on the wall. There's a little side trip after we had Lake Powell this afternoon.
Well, I'll be damned. Oh, well, we just got out of the elevator. And what did the elevator say, John?
Damn!
So we are on top of the Glen Canyon Dam right now.
We're going to go ahead and see that wall right there?
I see the wall.
Go right there and walk down.
Okay, let's do it. Wow. Holy moly, looking down on the dam.
And that's natural green grass.
That is natural green grass.
It is.
There's the bridge. This is an old turbine. They just replaced these turbines with stainless steel ones in 2008, and the stainless steel ones will not rust. Well, it is sunrise here at Lake Powell Resort. We just had a really nice breakfast, and now we're checking out all the plant life that is around. That is a yucca. And what's this over here, John? Apache plume. Yep.
Ever present, perpetually procreating sage.
Yes, that is the
sagebrush.
Famous sagebrush. We haven't seen any tumbleweed though. Different plant life out here. We've got the beautiful canyon lighting up in the background.
And today we're wrapping up Lake Powell Resort.
Yes.
And we're headed off to Bryce Canyon.
Yeah, Bryce Canyon. Great day, another beautiful weather day. So we've been lucking out with the weather for sure.
We're on our way to Bryce Canyon right now, and we stop off at this cheesy little clip joint called Denny's Wigwam.
In Kanab, Utah.
Kanab, Utah. Well, we didn't fall for any of the stool samples or anything that they have for sale inside. They got a good sense of humor around here. Yeah. Well, we're off to Bryce Canyon. Here we are in Red Canyon. You can see by, of course, all their limestone, red limestone. Behind us, you can see these two little spears. They are referred to as
the salt and pepper shakers. This is called Dixie National Forest in Utah. Well, we are here late in the season, and unfortunately, the bathroom facilities at Red Canyon Visitor Center are closed. So this tree is all twisted by the wind. It's really a spectacular area for sure.
We're going to head back on the bus and head off to Bryce Canyon.
Wow, we are here in Bryce Canyon. It is absolutely spectacular. Gorgeous weather, really windy and chilly up here. This whole area was explored by a guy named Ebenezer Bryce. I like that name. Anyway, it is just breathtaking. It's actually an amphitheater, not a canyon, but just a gorgeous day to be here. Of course, it's really windy and cold up here, but look at the sky and view. The air is fresh and clean, and just everywhere you look is absolutely spectacular. And here's yet another view of the spectacular Bryce Canyon amphitheater. And these things that stick up are called hoodoos. Just phenomenal view everywhere you look. Spectacular, isn't it, John?
You know what that is? ponderosa pine. You see?
There you go.
And they're all over the place here. Very, very distinctive.
Yes, they are.
Well, look at those little ripples.
Aren't they
in the
spectacular?
side wall there.
Yes. So we are
The
entering
shuttle does not come up here.
Zion National Park.
Let's drive here.
Whoa! We're just coming out of the tunnel in Zion. Absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Wow. What'd you think, Jared?
It's a different perspective than what we've been having. We've been at the top of the mountain. Now we're at
Yes.
the bottom of the mountain.
Yes.
And it's just absolutely spectacular.
That was the longest tunnel I've ever been in.
Yeah, with 5 ventilation windows.
Yeah. We just did come through this humongous tunnel, and one of the windows of the tunnel is right up there. It is really, really just breathtaking to be here. We're all unloading off the bus right now. It's just absolutely spectacular. Here's John down here shooting some vid.
In the background is Zion's Arch. It's 900 feet wide. It's one of the distinguishing features of this national park.
Spectacular. We have arrived at our cabin at Zion National Park, and I don't have the words to describe how beautiful it is here. We saw some deer. Air is fresh and cool, and the weather's perfect today. And earlier today we went to Bryce. So, I mean, it's just been a phenomenal day. We are here on our first full day at Zion National Park. This area where we're staying is called the Watchman. And these are cabins right across the sidewalk from us. This is the view from our porch.
It's early morning at Zion National Park. Before we go on the tram ride, we have a beautiful view of the moon on the mountain.
Yes, it is spectacular out here. It's just, words cannot describe how beautiful Zion is.
So here we are in the morning. Is it cold? Whoa!
Yes.
How often do you see that in Louisiana?
Not very often. So just a little bit of nature here in the park today. Ah, he's a big guy. Look at him. You know, it's not too often you get to see these creatures up close. I can't wait to take the tram ride so we can get our bearings and see what everything is around here. Hello. We're at Zion National Park, and we're about to do the tram ride, which will take about 90 minutes. And it's pretty chilly out here today. And we just got off the tram here in Zion National Park. Everywhere you look, it's just absolutely beautiful. There's a rushing stream down here. Can't wait for the sun to come down into this area. Trees are just gonna light up. All the foliage is turning gold.
Right there is the Great White Throne. Next to that is the pipe organ. And as we continue over, that is Angel's Landing.
I'm trying to find these rock climbers. There's a guy in a blue shirt on the side of the rock face over here.
Beautiful stuff, isn't it?
And we're here in Zion National Park, and we just did a tram ride earlier. So now we're going to go check out the Emerald Pools Trail. And we're here on the trail in Zion National Park. It is a spectacular time with the fall foliage and nice cool temps and spectacular views all around. Really beautiful.
We're going to see that pool real soon as we continue our trip on Emerald Pool Trail.
These are the prickly pear cactus. You make a lot of different jellies and candies with that stuff. You never know what wildlife you might encounter when you're in the woods like this.
Here comes your typical American tourist coming up the pavement here. Well, there's a little waterfall here on the Emerald Pool Trail. And it makes a little stream and goes into the Emerald Pool. Unfortunately, we can't go much farther.
Yet the boulders have fallen down. We did walk a little bit and got a little wet. The
Yep.
water is cascading off the rock.